Hey guys, Cable Guy Ken here. Wanted to do a quick review. One of my buddies here on Dave's Facebook page wanted to know about the BK11, the Becker Necker. I'm going to do this kind of fast, so if it sounds like I'm on speed, y'all kind of forgive me here. There it is, Becker Necker. Y'all saw it in my video I posted about how I tie my knot for my neck knife and why I do it that way. This is some orange 450 paracord. It does come with black 550 cord from the company to use as your lanyard for your neck and to wrap the handle. I like the orange because A, I'm a Clemson fan. B, if I drop this in the woods, gives me a little bit better chance of seeing it in the heavy leaves and grass. And it's a little bit smaller diameter string, so it doesn't make the handle quite as big. Lengthwise, the handle's a little bit short anyway, as you can see how it fits in my hand. Now, of course, it doesn't get in the way. My pinky finger comes right up behind the back of it when I clamp down on it. So it's not uncomfortable. I just would have liked to have seen a little bit more length out of it, as in the Rat 3. The Rat 3 has the same overall blade length and profile, other than the fact that this is more of a drop point. This is just a swept down point. I guess you'd call that more of a clip point kind of design. And that would be, I guess, more of a drop point. Not really sure. Never paid it much attention. But the blade length is about the same. Even the blade height from top to bottom is about the same. But then look at where you're adding inch and a half of extra handle here, to where the Rat 3 actually fits in your hand solid all the way to the back. Got a nice little choy there, you can choke up on it. So this is just a little bit bigger design, but with that being said, the Rat 3 as a neck knife for everyday carry blows. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me, but this knife inside of the sheath, even when you're using it in a neck configuration, which I usually have it with the tech lock on it, but it just stands out too much underneath a t-shirt. Whereas the BK11 inside of its sheath has such a slim profile that underneath the t-shirt, even with the heavy wrapping on the handle, it disappears. Nobody knows what's there. Compare that now, I said keep in mind the tech lock wouldn't be on there, but look at how thick this is and the handle is in comparison to the BK11. Now, for a neck knife, which is what we're comparing this for, the BK11 wins hands down. For a knife that I'm going to wear on my hip, which I do sometimes with the BK11, I'll actually tie this off in like an X pattern through the holes and slip my belt through this way, and I'll wear it in a cross draw pattern, right across the front of my belt, right under my belly, so that I can wear it in a cross draw. I would prefer this if I was going to be wearing it on my hip, but this makes a far better neck knife. Even in comparison to, say, the Moras just have a longer, thicker profile to them, especially like the SL2. The handle on it takes up so much space that if you're trying to conceal this, I'd go with this. Now, you can get 2-3 Moras for what I paid for this. Matter of fact, you can get 4 or 5 Moras for what I actually paid for this. I think I ended up paying $60 for this. Might have been $70. You can find them now online for about $20, $30 if you shop around. I think Amazon.com, of all people, had them for like $25 last night when I looked. I wouldn't go into woods carrying just this. I would have another knife with me. Usually, if I've got that around my neck, I've got my BK7 or my BK9. This is the BK7 Combat Utility. Well worn, as you can see. I've beat the hound out of this thing. A lot of times I'll go into wood with those two, or I'll go in with just my Vietnam Tomahawk and the Becker Necker, and I'm fine with that. I mean, I've got something that I can process wood down from large chunks into little bitty toothpicks, and then I've got something that I can clean and skin my animal with, or my fish, what have you. I can process my dinner, be it something I took out there on my own, summer sausage is big around here. We'll buy summer sausage and take it out there and cut it long ways and fry it up in a pan, and just have long pieces of meat. Throw it on a slice of bread. That's dinner. That and a piece of hoop cheese. And if you don't know what hoop cheese is, you're living in the north, but it's just red rind waxed cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese sealed in the waxed rind. We'll take that a lot of times for cutting sausage, cheese, skinning animals, anything like that. The BK11 just excels at it. I mean, it's a thick enough profile blade that you can do some heavy work with it, but then it's ground to a thin enough profile on the end that you can do fine slicing, slices onions and potatoes with almost no effort. Easy to sharpen in the field. Just an all-around great knife for everyday use. And my choice, at least in my opinion and with my experience, my choice for what I'd want to wear as a designated neck knife for camp chores, defense, that kind of thing, concealment, so that people don't see it. Now, I don't have a Mora. I have played with them a little bit, had them in my hand and used them, and I am getting one. But even if I had to choose between this and the Mora, I'm still going to go for this as my everyday carry neck knife. Out in the woods, this will probably go back in the drawer, and I would carry the Mora just for its sharpness, bigger blade, easier to handle, and it's a thinner profile blade from top to bottom this way. It's got a shorter cross section, so it's a lot better suited for wood crafting and a lot of the stuff we would do in bushcraft, cutting notches and things like this. Although this will cut a notch. Let me demonstrate that real quick. And I'm trying to keep this video kind of short, but you can get in there and divvy up a notch with extreme prejudice. No worries. But it's not as good. It's a little bit thicker than I'd like for doing some of the finer hands-on work that you would do, say, if you did have a Mora. But that's my opinion. Take it for what it is. I said, I know some people are going to disagree with me, and I'm open to that. If you can't take a little criticism, keep your mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? But that's my review of the Becker BK11, Becker Necker. I love it. Highly recommend you pick one up. Even if you are a fan of the Mora and you'd rather still have your Mora, pick one up for everyday carry. I said, I wear this 24/7, except for when I'm sleeping, so, you know what I mean. It's on my body every day when I go to work. The sheeple don't seem to notice it, so long as I can keep it hid from them. I've always got a good, strong, solid fixed blade on my body at all times to complement my folders while I'm out working, just in case I do need it. So, hope that helped. Hope you enjoyed it. Appreciate you watching. I'm going to try to do some more videos coming up. I'm feeling a little bit better. Still don't know what was wrong with me, but we're working on it. But I am feeling better. I'm getting a little bit more energy back, so I hope to do some more over the next couple of days. I'm going to do a couple of videos showing some things we do down south ways here. If anybody's got any requests or any questions, feel free to comment me. I'll do everything I can for you. Cable Guy Ken here. Appreciate it, y'all.